Civilian veterans are present. Civilian veterans we bali abawagira olutalo nabo bali awo emabega. Coordinator mwenyini aba coordinating naye yazze. Welcome the CDF sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF, General Retired Yoweri Museveni, Mama Janet Museveni, First Lady of Uganda and Minister of Education, the Vice President, the Vice Chairman of the NRM, the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Cabinet Ministers, Members of Parliament, members of the High Command of the UPDF, general officers, senior officers, the IGP, the Deputy Commissioner General of Prisons, the parade participants, the people of Chotera and Greater Masaka region who are hosting us, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I salute you all for joining us to celebrate this auspicious occasion of the 44th anniversary of TAREH SITA, the day the liberation struggle against dictatorship in this country was launched by His Excellency the President and 27 other gallant fighters. Today's 44th TAREH SITA event, held under the theme celebrating Pan-African solidarity and people's sacrifice in the struggle for freedom and democracy and for socio-economic transformation, marks a significant day in the history of the UPDF NRA and demonstrates how far we have come and where we aim to go as a country. Ours has been a journey of continuous growth, some challenges notwithstanding. We honor and revere all those who sacrificed their lives in the struggle for this country. And some of them are here today, some of the retired comrades who were in the bush struggle. With the valuable experience and guidance of our seniors, we shall continue the agenda of fundamental change in our country as best as we can, including by guaranteeing the security of all our citizens. We continue to witness in our nation. As the UPDF, we have worked tirelessly to consolidate the fruits of the liberation struggle, ensuring not only peace and security within our borders, but also supporting our brothers and sisters across the continent. This Pan-African spirit has been and will remain a cornerstone of our mission as UPDF. Your Excellency and distinguished guests, as we mark the 44th TAREH SITA anniversary, Uganda is strong, peaceful, and prospering. There might be some challenges ahead, but under Your Excellency's leadership and guidance, there is nothing we will not overcome. The UPDF security balance sheet, as was shown in the short video, is very good, even though we still have a lot of unfinished business that we must carry on with determination and vigor. These include Operation Shujaa in DRC, the transition from ATMIS to Awesome in Somalia, the completion of the disarmament operations in Karamoja, and overall, our responsibility to effectively maintain internal security. Recently, I visited the joint forces in DRC, that is UPDF and FADAC, in North Kivu and Ituri provinces. Over the past 3 years since the launch of Operation Shujaa, the joint forces have severely degraded and dismantled ADF as a fighting force. It has been greatly weakened. We have destroyed their bases and eliminated many of their senior commanders. The joint forces have also not only freed abducted people, but entire villages have been liberated from enemy occupation. Thus, because of our decisive military actions, many things have happened or are happening. The Wananchi have returned to their homes in the areas we are present. Schools and health facilities have reopened, and businesses are beginning to thrive once again. Bilateral infrastructure projects, like the construction of the roads between the two countries, are also taking place. Simply put, our fight against the terrorists in Congo is promising so much hope to the people of that region. We will therefore stay the course until the ADF menace is completely eliminated. In Somalia, our troops are managing the transition well from ATMIS to Awesome. The situation remains fragile and somewhat unpredictable, but the UPDF is determined to hold on to the gains of the last 18 years that we have been there. We have the aspect of troop drawdown, which is a challenge, but with our brothers in Somalia, and together with our brothers also in Ethiopia and other places, we are coordinating this well. Our troops are observing heightened vigilance and combat readiness throughout our dispositions in Somalia, especially in the forward operating bases. Here at home, the security situation throughout the country is calm. We are, however, closely monitoring those who seek to cause trouble for our people, and we will firmly deal with them without fear or favor, according to the law. This year will be a political campaign season. We will also be on the lookout for saboteurs, both within and without. The intelligence services are working overtime to make sure that we are aware of all the evil plans of some of these people. Your Excellency, the situation in Karamoja is encouraging. Relative calm has returned to most of the region, and tourism is also returning. We have eliminated or arrested most of the hardcore criminals who were disturbing the peace in the community, within Karamoja and the neighboring communities. Our major task now is to make sure that the Karachuna warriors never rearm again. We also have some small border demarcation issues with our brothers in South Sudan, but this is being addressed at high levels. And if need be, technical teams from both countries can physically demarcate and reopen the international boundaries. Otherwise, the lethality of the UPDF is constantly getting better, and we are ready to employ the full extent of our capabilities and military power to overcome any adversary and to achieve the full realization of national development objectives. Your Excellency, as we celebrate this year's TAREH SITA, there are certain challenges that are being directed at the ability of the UPDF to maintain its combat effectiveness, professionalism and discipline that our military has been known for around the world. Last week, we were shocked to receive a judgment from the Supreme Court that in effect holds all trials conducted by military courts. The UPDF and its predecessor, the NRA, which we both honor today, provided the lasting solution to the tyranny, killings, and lawlessness that for so long had plagued Uganda. The UPDF, without doubt, remains the foundation upon which democracy and socio-economic transformation can be realized in our country. Your Excellency, the historical mission of the UPDF, which predates the laws being debated today, could not have been achieved without a highly disciplined force. Your Excellency, I will not go into details. We shall discuss this in the High Command. But, Your Excellency, this development is very unfortunate and quite unacceptable. It could herald a national security crisis, threatening the effective command, control, and administration of the defense forces. We urge Your Excellency that you address this matter as soon as you can. That said, we cannot and shall not abandon or compromise the UPDF historical mission under any circumstances. We are in the meantime working with the Ministry of Defense and the Attorney General to see that the necessary legislative amendments are made to address the mandate of the military court-martials. Your Excellency, despite some of these emerging challenges and the other old ones, such as corruption and misappropriation of resources, some progress is being made. Since our appointment, the new team in March of last year, we have been steadfast in addressing these issues. Our resources are being utilized more effectively, ensuring value for every shilling spent on the needs of our forces. I am delighted to report that the construction of our new headquarters is progressing as planned. The project, which began in August last year, is on track for completion within 2 years, or even quicker than that. The state-of-the-art office facility will feature cutting-edge technology and infrastructure to support modern defense strategy, ensuring operational efficiency, coordination, and enhanced capabilities. I would also like to report, Your Excellency, that our long-awaited military referral hospital is going to be opened in the next few months. We shall be calling you to open it. It has been a 7-year delay, but finally we are seeing light. Additionally, we continue to expand accommodation facilities throughout the UPDF. We are addressing the issues of fair remuneration, thanks to your help, clothing, and other resources we need to ensure the improved welfare of our troops, reflecting our dedication to the well-being, to their well-being and to operational readiness. These achievements symbolize our commitment to infrastructure development and providing a dignified working environment for our soldiers. Your Excellency, we thank you so much for your support and guidance towards these endeavors, without which we could not do much. Your Excellency and distinguished guests, we have also been strengthening ties with our African brothers and sisters across the continent and even beyond the continent. We are nurturing long-standing friendships and forging new partnerships through military cooperation agreements, which are all aimed at building a shared future together. I will conclude by asserting that no amount of hardship or unforeseen circumstances will derail us from our mission. We have a duty to protect our people. We have a duty, a Pan-African duty to the region and to Africa. In that way, sustainable prosperity for our people will be assured. From this core mission, we shall not waver. I congratulate all of you on this occasion of TAREH SITA and wish you all God's blessings for the future. UPDF, hurrah!
Thank you. Thank you, the Chief of Defense Forces.
Sebo omuduumizi w'amagye weebale nnyo, weebalire ddala. Tumukubireko mu ngalo nga tumwebaza ebigambo ebiwoomu ebifaananye bityo.
Your Excellency, as the parade marches off,
Sebo wekitiibwa President nga enyiriri ziva mukasana kano.
once the parade commander issues his orders, my colleague will translate the CDF's speech. Mubimpimpi basebo ne banyabo omuduumizi w'amagye ategeezezza nti nga tujaguza emyaka gino 44 titujaguza bujaguza naye n'okujjukira obulamu bwa bannayuganda abaayiwawo omubiri ng'enjogera ya luno okulaba nga gwe wamma tufuna emirembe gye tweyagaliramu abamu ku bo nga bakyaliwo era beebazizza kyansusso. Atutegeezezza nti nga UPDF ejja kwongera mu maaso ebyo ebigendererwa ebyatandisa olutalo olwo olw'okununula Uganda okuva mu ntata gye twalimu. Ebyo byonna nga bikolebwa, atutegeezezza nti nze naawe nga bannansi ba Uganda ffe tuli ku mwanjo ddala nga buli kimu kikolebwa, kubanga enkulaakulana yange naawe basebo ne bannyabo yenkulu okulaba nga obulamu bwaffe bwe wamma Your Excellency, allow me congratulate the parade commander.
Sebo ekitiibwa President nzikiriza njozeeyoze akulembeddemu parade. abaana baffe abo baganda baffe bannyinaffe akasana ke bayimiriddemu okumala ebbanga lyonna munnayuganda omulala atudde eyo waali badde obawa engalo n'obeebaza ate n'owulira engeri gye banyanyagizaamu kabbandi ako ne kanyuma sebo afanda RDC Apollo Nkume owa district eno webale kukyaza bantu sebo taata president tukwebaza okuteekawo enkolagana ennungi gye tuli ne UPDF office of presidency ng'ekulemberwa muwalaawo oyo honorable Babalanda ekodinetinze bulungi ne UPDF okulaba nga tukola omulimu guno era be basoose okujjuza wano mwebale era twagala okwebaza abasentebe ba disitulikiti mwenna ez'enjawulo eziri wano bannange mwebale kujja nga tutandika ne katukyaza sebo kintu kisekulo Patrick ssentebe wa disitulikiti eno mukama wange president baminisita ba bendo lino kulemberwamu katukyaza wano ekyotera honorable Kyeyune Haruna Kasolo ne munne minisita w'ebyobulamu Hajjati Hanifa Kawoya Esemba Bulaawo bakolaganye bulungi ne minisita both ow'ekitiibwa ko ne ba PS mu nnyiriri ezo okulaba ng'omulimu guno gwe wamma gutambula bulungi awatali muntu kukubagana na mulala bakulu mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala mukkirize abalungi abaagalwa neeyongere mu maaso twabadde tufunza ebigambo mukulu byamaliriza wano era katubikole mu bufunze ddala tugende ku kiddako CDF ategeezeza nti omwoyo gw'obumu bwa Africa Pan-Africanism mukulu nnyo nga UPDF ekola emirimu gyayo era buli ggwanga erikola Africa tulitwala nga tundu ku Uganda tetuyina kitwawula ng'Abafirika era awadde obweyamo nti ekyo kinaagenda mu maaso awatali kutaataganyizibwa kwonna ategeezezza nti olwaleero we twogerera Uganda ya ddembe era ng'etaddewo embeera buli musuubuzi na buli mulambuzi okuba nga asobola okukolera wano omulimu nga ggwe wamma talina kimulobera ategeezezza nti ebisoomoozo tebibulawo era nga naawe ewuwo bwe guli naye awadde obweyamo nti nga tukulemberwamu omusajja eyafuna okwolesebwa emyaka egyo egyayita ng'okwolesebwa okwo nakaakano akyakutambulirako omukulembeze atalabika Jeno Yoweri Kaguta Museveni jjajja byonna bijja kutuukirizibwa
nsaba mpita abatuuze bannansi abali ku mukono gwange ogwa ddyo
bannakasasa abali ku kalitunsi eyo mulaba bulungi
muyingire ekisaawe
musembere eno mwote pulezidenti obuliro musembere jjajja mwami mumulabe bulungi abaayefe abali mu weema abo tubakubire mu ngalo bw'atyo pulezidenti w'abeera essanyu bwe lityo bwe liba bano nga beesiimye taata tweyanziza nnyo nga bannakyotera bannakasasa bannagreta Masaka okufuna omukisa guno buli bwe tukyogerako honorable Kasolo awo ayongera kumwenya mutabaniwo president tusiima nnyo tusiimira ddala abo nno nga bwe basembera tugenda kutemamu bino byokka nti awadde okwewaayo n'okweyama okungi nti ejje lino okusinziira ku mirimu egikoleddwa mu mawanga agatuliraanye okugeza nga DRC, Ethiopia, Somalia, tukolaganye bulungi nabo okulaba nga tulwanyisa bakali butemu ab'ekyeja abatujju ababadde beeswanta emyaka egiwedde okubanga batumalako emirembe. Abantu bazze mu maka gaabwe, ebyobulamu bizeemu okutambula, amasomero gazzeemu okukola, eyo abaana baffe mu mawanga gye bali. Atutegeezezza nti Karamoja baganda baffe ne bannyinaffe abo abalina emmundu zongedde okubaggyibwako era emirimu e Karamoja gyongera okukwajja. Emirembe mu ggwanga otegeezezza nti gikyayongera okutojjera, gikyayongera okubukala, tukyayongera okweyagalira mu Uganda yaffe. Omwaka guno gwa byabufuzi, tuyingira campaigns. Atuwadde obukakafu bassebo ne bannyabo, kino koona ku munno kimugambe nti teri agenda kuzannyira ku ddembe lya munnayuganda ng'ayita mu kiseera kye tuyingira. Tewali agenda kutabangula mirembe ng'akozesa bubi emirembe gya dimokrasiya egiriwo. Tugenda kuyita mu mateeka okulaba ng'okulonda okwo kuggweera mu mirembe. Ekimu ku bifundikidde ategeezezza President nti eddwaliro ly'amagye Embuya giyite Referral Hospital eya military ewedde. Ddwaliro lya kikugu era ligenda kuyamba nze naawe akaseera mpaawe kazira bajja kwaniriza President okubanga aliggulawo. Ebisigadde mujja kuba mu bifuna mpola mpola, mukkirize tugende ku kiddako.
Webale nnyo, naye rifaalo kitegeeza ki oba mu Luganda?
Rifaalo sebo pokini. Rifaalo yaani? Oyinza okubuuza ku munywanyi wo Omusumba Fred Sechewa owa Celebrate Hope Coffee. Naye era rifaalo Kiganda waziwe sebo pokini.
Kasita gw'ojulidde mwami wa Ssaabasajja. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen,
bassebo ne bannyabo ab'ebitiibwa,
as we transit from the phase of the parade,
nga tuva ku kawaayiro ako ke tulabiddemu parade ennyiriri ezo era ne zivaawo,
that has been concluded with the promise and pledge of the CDF,
amazima ennyiriri zifundikiddwa sebo viika n'ebigambo ebirungi okuva eri omuduumizi w'amagye.
Peace and stability must be,
tusuubiziddwa emirembe n'obukkakkamu.
and indeed no stone will be left unturned
Wattu twagala okubakakasa nti kakabeere kamunyeera tekajja kwetantala kukyusa mirembe gyawa.
Allow me recognize the Deputy Inspector General of Government, Madam Anne Muheirwe. The list I was given didn't include your name. Please accept our apologies. It was inadvertent.
Twaniriza omumyuka wa kalondoozi w'emirimu egikolebwa mu gavumenti eno, era lyeryo erinnya lye babasomedde ne tumwetondera nti mu kusooka erinnya eryo lyabadde teryalabiddwa ku lukalala kw'abo abatudde.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen,
Abalungi abaagalwa abatudde,
the men and women you saw in front of you,
abasajja n'abakazi be mulabye mu uniform mu maaso gaffe wano,
spend sleepless nights
bannaffe basula tebeebase
to ensure that Ugandans have sufficient sleep to think and plan.
okulaba nti nze naawe twebaka bulungi ku mifaliso gyaffe gya Rosifo mugono gwe wamma ne tuteekateekera ensi yaffe n'okulaakulana.
It would be therefore prudent to utilize the government programs by the Ugandans to enrich themselves so that our sleeping or our staying awake is not in vain.
Abalungi abaagalwa tubasaba tukozese omukisa ogwo ogutuweereddwa ogw'emirembe egiriwo nti abasajja n'abakazi bano babanga tebeebase gwe wamma balabe ng'entuuyo zaabwe tuzikozesa okuggyamu ebitukulaakulanya nze naawe.
As we prepare to invite the Honourable Minister of Defence and Veteran Affairs, who I will request he recognizes his colleagues and the members of Parliament, and then he will invite His Excellency the President and the Commander-in-Chief.
Bannayuganda gye muli mutulage ku ssanyu President amanye nti gye tuli eyo. Mwebale tuteekateeka okwaniriza Minisita w'ebyokwerinda, Minister of Defence n'abaazirwanako. Oyo nno yagenda okutwanjulira baminisita banne abaliwo, ate era n'omwogezi addako yajja okumwaniriza.
Omwogezi addako omwogere si wa kyama y'Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti w'eggwanga Ssaabalwanyi.
Waliwo akiwulidde? Abali oludda olwo waliwo awulidde? President yagenda okuddirira minisita era tulinde okuwulira ebigambo bya kaloosa okuva mu kamwa ka Ssaabalwanyi.
Omanyi nga Yohana Batista bwe yagamba nti ajja sikkirizibwa na kumwambaza ngatto. Nange oli sinze nnyinza omuyita
weewaawo
ayina kuyitibwa mukama wange minisita. But ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, we can only achieve this because the leadership at the national level, the leadership in the ministry has followed the vision of the Commander-in-Chief, has planned well for us, and for sure we have no excuse not to deliver on our national defense and security.
The members of Parliament here, the former leaders were here, the members of the diplomatic corps, the political leaders from the Greater Massacre, the civic leaders, the RDCs, the general officers headed by the CDF, the IGP, and the Deputy Commissioner General of Prisons. We want to welcome you all to this occasion. We have a few things to do. To introduce to you some of our guests and also to say one or two things. We have SEC members, Central Executive, NRM members. I would want to request them to stand up for recognition. Honorable Lydia Wanyoto, as the Women Chairperson, Women League. Honorable James Treheyo, Chairperson, Workers League. Honorable Iguo Charles, Senior Executive Assistant. Honorable Jacqueline Chatuhaire, Deputy National Treasurer. And of course, my own sister here, Honorable Huda Olero. That was the second list I was given. Now I'm given the first list of SEC members. SEC is headed by His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as chairperson. and the Vice Chairperson, Brigadier General retired Alhaji Moses Chigongo, right there. And then we have Right Honorable Richard Todwong, the NRM Secretary General. And then we have retired Major Awish Paula, one of the staff. And we have Her Excellency Vice President, Major General, Major retired Jessica Alupo, is a special guest to SEC. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have, this occasion has been graced by Her Excellency the Vice President, whom, please put your hands together for the Vice President. We have Honorable Mire Babiri Babalanda, Minister in charge of Presidency. We have Honorable Dr. Canon, Le Canon, Ruth Nankabirwa, Minister of Energy. We have Honorable Hajat Minsa Kavanda, Minister for Kampala City Authority and Metropolitan. We have Honorable Dr. Monica Musenero, Science, Technology, Innovations. And we have Honorable Alice Kaboyo, Minister of State in charge of Luero, Rwenzori, OPM. We have Honorable Anifa Kawoya, General Duties, Minister of Health. We have Honorable General Mbadi Mbasu Wilson, Minister of State Trade. We have Honorable Huda, of course, Minister of State in charge of Veteran Affairs. We have Honorable Cheyune Kasolo Aruna, our host, our host, the Minister of Miyoga, Microfinance. Honorable Grace Mary Mugasa, Minister of State Public Service. Honorable Rose Lily Akelo, Minister of State Ethics and Integrity. Honorable Grace Helena Samo, Minister of State People with Disability. We have Honorable Dr. Balam Barugahara, the Minister of State for Young People. We have Honorable Kabyanga Baruku Godfrey, the Minister of State for ICT, National Guidance. We have Honorable Biamuka Mafred, Minister of State for Transport, the Minister of Works. We have Honorable Bright, Honorable Colonel retired Bright Ramirama, the Minister of State for Animal Industry. We have Honorable Dr. Sam Mayanja, Minister of State Lands. We have Honorable Namuyangu Jennifer Omukedi, OPM, Minister of State in charge of Bunyoro. We have Honorable Aisha Sekindi, Minister of State for Water. Then, of course, Your Excellency, we have your daughter, the Deputy IGG, Anne Mohaire. We have former leaders, the former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Kintu Musoke, with us here. We have Honorable Vincent Sempi Jabamurangachi, former Minister of Defense. Musaya Bamurangira Bwerere. We have the RDCs, and I want the RDCs, Your Excellency, to stand up again. They are this side. If possible, I want them to come out here. The RDCs and all the presidential advisors who are this side. the RDCs, RCCs, and their deputies. These people have given us a lot of support in the districts that have been mentioned in Greater Masaka. They did a wonderful job. Thank you, the RDCs and RCC, and deputy RCCs, and the deputy RDCs, and assistant RDCs. Thank you very much. Baba weko obugalo, mwakoze bulungi nnyo, mwebale nnyo. The RDC of Chotera himself is here, Mr. Tugume, the host. He's a wonderful gentleman. The LOC5 of the region, especially headed by the host chairman, Honorable Chintu, is a magnet man. When you put the two together, Honorable Chintu and Honorable Kasolo, there's magic in Chotera. Thank you very much. We have the members of parliament, Honorable Colonel Dr. Nekesa Victoria, UPDF representative. We have Honorable Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Alanyo Jennifer, UPDF. We have Honorable James Kakoza, Iyala. We have Honorable Mary Begumisa, the woman representative of Zimbabwe. Honorable Mary, are you there? We have Honorable Dawudi Kabanda, the MP Kasambia Mubende. I've not seen him. We have Honorable Sentai Muhammad, MP Bukoto West Ruengo. We have Honorable Semwanga Javira, MP Buyamba Rakai. We have Honorable Sise Namuju, MP Ruengo. Where is Honorable Sise? We have Honorable David Muhumuza, MP Chenjojo. We have Honorable Sechkubo Theodore, MP Remiyaga. He's a senior MP. He's the other side. And Your Excellency, he has participated in all events, including in the national launch, the regional, and here today. What a repentant man. Your Excellency, we have your special guests and friends from the United States of America who are here, invited by yourself, and I want them led by Mr. Timothy Senyonga. Your Excellency, we have special guests from the Republic of Kenya, the delegation led by the party chairperson, the United Democratic Alliance, the ruling party of Kenya. The chairperson, Her Excellency Honorable Cecily Mbarire, party chairperson and governor, Embo County. We have Senator Hassan Omar Hassan, the Senator and Party Secretary General and Member of Parliament, East Africa Legislative Assembly. We have Honorable Jafet Nyakundi, Party National Treasurer and Member of Parliament, Kitutu Chacha. We have Mr. Brian Mbugua, Deputy Executive Director, Director in charge of Elections and IT. We have Mr. Joseph Mulili, Director of Finance and Administration. We have Mr. Rob Giro, Director of Communications. We have Mr. Daniel Kipto, Director of Programs and Partnership. We have Ms. Grace Gichowi, Director, Events and Logistics. We have Mr. Kelvin Chitika, Manager, IT. We have Ms. Annette Chepgotish, Manager, Legal Affairs and Compliance. She could also be from Kapchorwa. We have Mr. Sanaro Bunyua, Legal and Compliance Affairs. We have Ms. Cynthia Amadan, Membership Directorate and Manager. Membership Directorate Manager. We have Ms. Catherine Gatori, Executive Secretary to Secretary General. We have Mr. Kyoko Mwamba, Executive Assistant to the Chairperson. And we have Mr. Alex Kibeti, Head of Security Office of the Secretary General. We have, finally, Mr. John Maura, Communications Officer. Your Excellency, if it may please you, to grant a photo opportunity for our neighbors, the party leaders from our neighboring country. Please, Wakenya wote karibu. Put your hands together again, make the Kenyan brothers and sisters welcome. Yes. As they take the photos, I want to thank the ministers, the members of cabinet, and the MPs, especially the ministers who accepted to officiate. Honorable Bright, Honorable Nifa, Honorable Iskavoyo, and all the ministers who participated. You showed us love, and we are committed. And Honorable Kasoro, thank you for hosting us. You are such a great man. We have the DAs here, Your Excellency, the military attaches representing different countries. I see for the United States of America, I see for Russia, I see many of you here. The religious leaders, you've been introduced. Your Excellency, after listening to Joint Staff Political Commissariat and then the CDF nailing it, Your Excellency, us as political leaders in the ministry, we work closely with the leadership of the army. And we want to thank the CDF for the very kind words and remarks you've made. Ugandans are comforted that this country has the CDF and who is in charge. The only thing I would say, all of us should guard and protect the achievements of the NRM without fear or favor. The propagandists are ready to downplay what the 44 years means to us. Your Excellency, you sacrificed with your few friends. We could not see what is happening now in Uganda if it was not for that sacrifice 44 years today. You took the risk to stage an armed struggle with less equipments. And now the CDF said our capability as a country has been enhanced. So Ugandans, we should stay put and safeguard what God has given us. Let's protect at whatever cost. Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity to now invite you to speak to a very waiting audience.
Basebo ne banyabo tusaba tulage okwagala kwa Ferry President wuuyo ajja okwogerako gye tuli. Era katusabe Honorable Kyeyune Haruna Kasolo okubanga ajja ku muzindaalo okuvuunula Oweekitiibwa President ng'agenda okwogerako gye tuli. Akalulu n'engalo biriwa? Bannabuddu essanyu eryaffe erya bulijjo liriwa? Bannakyotera
kale abanabuddu n'abakooki n'abaziba bwe bali, abaziba b'e Tanzania bwe bali, mwena abanabuddu abakooki abaziba abasese ab'omu Lukoola eri Sembabule mwena mbalamusiza. Her Excellency the Vice President, Achusa
Oweekitiibwa Vice President,
all the other state, party, cultural and religious leaders,
wamu n'abakulembeze abalala bonna, abakulembeze aba eggwanga Uganda, abakulembeze ab'ebyobufuzi, bannaddiini, ab'ebyobuwangwa n'abakulembeze abalala mwenna.
The CDF and the leaders of the army,
omulumizi w'amagye n'abakulembeze b'amagye,
and ladies and gentlemen,
abaami n'abakyala mwenna.
I congratulate Ugandans on the 44th anniversary of TAREH SITA, when the NRA attacked Kabamba in 1981.
Njozayoza amagye,
njozayoza
bannayuganda olw'ekijaguzo kino eky'emyaka 40 ng'amagye gaffe gayozayoza okuva lugaleeta emirembe nga gawamba Kabamba, galumba Kabamba.
I congratulate the combatants and the people of Uganda on the victories we have scored ever since that day.
Njozayoza abakuumaddembe bonna ab'amagye ne bannayuganda bonna olw'obuwanguzi
bwe tutuuseeko
okuva olw'okutuuka olunaku lwa leero.
We thank God for these victories.
Twebaza Katonda olwa byonna bye tutuuseeko.
The National Resistance Army from the beginning was fighting for certain philosophical, ideological and strategic principles and targets.
Eggye lyaffe okuva mu ntandikwa lyalwanirira nnyo ebigendererwa, endowooza n'entegeka.
We have elaborated these points many times.
Ensonga zonna nzize nga nzogerako mu bujjuvu bwazo,
and we do not have time and space to repeat those points here.
Era tetulina budde kuzinnyonnyola era kuziddamu mu kaseera ka leero.
Suffice it to assert that our philosophical, ideological and strategic stand
kikulu nnyo okutegeera nti ensonga ezo zonna nga bwe tuzize tuzinnyonnyolako
has enabled Uganda to be peaceful all these years. Has enabled Uganda to be peaceful all these years by building a strong army and other state institutions, expanding education and health services, and other health services, modernizing infrastructure, electricity, roads, water, telephone services, internet, ensuring freedom of speech and worship, and emphasizing Pan-Africanism through regional and continental political and economic integration. Kati kyengamba wano kiri nti ku lw'endowooza yaffe eri gye twatandika nayo kisobozesa Uganda mu myaka gino okulaba nti tuzimbye eggye ly'amaanyi n'ebitongole bya gavumenti ebirala ebimanyi ekyokukola, ne tugaziya ebyobuyigirize, ebyobulamu ne birongokamu, ne tutumbula infrastructure ng'enguudo n'amasanyalaze n'amasimu, ate ne tuleeta eddembe ly'omuntu okwogera ky'ayagala n'okusinza nga bw'ayagala. That was the summary in that one.
President mumukubire mu ngalo olw'ensonga ezo zonna ze tutuuseeko nga bw'azibambise mu kwogerako.
But I need to apologize to the people of this area. This area we used to call it Kibumbiro, this area.
Naye ntwala omukisa guno okwetondera abantu b'ekitundu kino. Ekitundu kino twakiyitanga Kibumbiro.
Up to the Kajara River, which is in Tanzania.
Okuva ekitundu kino kyonna okutuukira ddala Kajara River ekiri mu Tanzania.
We have done many roads in Uganda.
Tukoze enguudo nnyingi mu Uganda.
But the people in the planning ministry had made some mistakes.
Naye abantu mu ministry ye finance ne planning badde bakolamu ensobi.
Even works.
Ne ministry y'ebyenguudo n'emirimu.
They build new roads and forget old ones.
Badde bazimba enguudo empya ne babanga beerabira
enkadde.
Nga beerabira enguudo zaffe enkadde.
That's how this road from Masaka to Mutukula deteriorated until they came in when it was a bit late.
Kyova olaba nti oluguudo lwaffe okuva e Masaka okutuuka e Mutukula lwasebengerera mpaka lubazze okulukola nga lumaze okuggwa ku mpagala.
We have now told them very clearly that consolidate the old roads before you add the new ones.
Katumaze okubalambika n'okubawa ebiragiro nti banyweze enguudo zaffe nga bakola ku nguudo zaffe enkadde ate oluvannyuma banaakola ne ku mpya.
But now this road from Masaka to Mutukula is not very long. I know it. It is 53 miles.
Kaakati oluguudo okuva e Masaka okutuuka e Mutukula President alumanyi bulungi si luwanvu nnyo, lulina mayiro 53. 53, Your Excellency.
Now it had gone into a bad situation.
Kati lubadde lwasereba nnyo, lwasebengerera nga lufiiridde ddala.
And our people are now working on new roads, going to other places.
Kakati abantu babadde nga bayita ku nguudo empya kugenda abantu baffe mu ministry y'ebyenguudo n'emirimu ne finance babadde batadde ssente ate mu kukola enguudo empya ne beerabira enguudo enkadde nga luno Masaka Mutukula.
So that scattered planning is we have stopped it.
Kakati enkola eyo ey'okubuukabuuka Pulezidenti yagiyimirizza.
Consolidate the old and add the new.
Abalagidde banyweze ezo ze tulinawo enkadde ate oluvannyuma bagatteko n'empya.
As a consequence of all this,
kakati mu bino byonna bino bye tugenda okufunamu
okuva mu bino byonna, although we still have a lot of work to do,
nenkubadde tukyalina emirimu mingi gye tulina okukola.
Our economy will be US dollars 59.3 billion by June 2025 using the foreign exchange method.
Ebyobugagga byaffe bigenda kukula okutuuka ku bitundu 89.
Obuwumbi bwa dola
$59 n'obutundu busatu. Your Excellency,
okozesa embala eya omuwendo gw'okukyusizako dola
nga tukozesa embala ey'okukyusa mu dola,
the foreign exchange method,
gibayita exchange method.
but 168.5 billion by the PPP method. By kati umanyi bano babala obugagga bw'ensi mu mirundi ebiri. Omulundi ogusooka bakozesa omuwendo gw'okuwanyisa dola. Kati awo ebyenfuna byammwe biri ku buwumbi 59 n'obutundu busatu okutuuka mu mwezi gwa June.
Bwe tuba nga tubalidde mu dola ebyenfuna byaffe bya Uganda
sikubalira mu dola kasolo
nga tukyusa
bw'oba okozeseza omuwendo gw'okukyusa
mu dola okutuuka mwezi gw'omukaaga ebyenfuna byaffe bijja kuba ku obuwumbi 59 n'obutundu busatu obwa dola.
Remember, we started with $4 billion 1986.
Mujjukire mu 1986 Your Excellency. Yes, Your Excellency.
The size of the economy was $4 billion.
Ebyenfuna byaffe byali obuwumbi 4 naye olwaliyo tuli ku buwumbi 59 n'obutundu busatu.
But if you use the purchasing power parity, bw'okozesa embalirira ey'okutunula ku esente zino zisobola kugula ebintu byenkanawa.
Bw'obanga tokozesa nkola eyekyusa mu dola n'okozesa embalirira, sente zino ze tufunye zisobola kugula bintu ki?
Then the size is $168.5 billion.
Ebyenfuna byaffe biri ku biliyoni 168.
Obuwumbi 168 n'obutundu 5.
Obuwumbi 168 n'obutundu 5.
Thereafter, after June,
kakati bwe tunaaba nga tumaliriza omwezi ogwo gw'omukaaga,
our economy will grow by 7.3% without oil.
Ebyenfuna byaffe bijja kukula okweyongerako ebitundu 7 n'obutundu busatu buli 100, naye ngaawo tetunaba kutunuulira sente ze tunaba tujjamu oil.
Without oil, our economy will be growing at about 7.3%.
nga tetunaba kubala bye tunajjamu oil waffe mukimanyi bulungi nti tunaatera omukwatako ebyenfuna byaffe bigenda kukula obutundu 7 n'obutundu busatu buli 100 okuva mu June.
speed ya wagulu ensi nyingi tezigisobola.
Enkulaakulana eyo Uganda gyegenda okutuukako ya waggulu nnyo ya kizungirizi, amawanga amalala tegagisobola gituukako.
Simanji
agasobola gituukako.
Now with oil, our rate of growth will go into double digits.
Kakati bwetunaamala okufuna oyiro waffe,
bwetunagyayo amafuta gaffe, ebyenfuna byaffe bigenda kukula nga bisoba mu 10. Very good. Kati awo omunabudu azze. Kati akwataganya olunabudu n'oluzungu. So with the oil, our economy will be growing more than 10%.
Kakati bwe tunaaba tumaze okufuna oyiro, ebyenfuna byaffe bijja kukula.
Si kugifuna kasolo, kugijjayo.
Bwe tunaaba tumaze okugijjayo, nga tumaze okugyayo oyiro waffe, ebyenfuna byaffe bigenda kukula okusinga okuyisa ebitundu 10 ku 100.
All this is on account of the 5 phases that our economy and society have gone through since 1986.
Bino byonna tubifunye okusinziira ebyo bye tuyiseemu okuva 1986.
Waliwo emitendera gye tuyiseemu, phases.
Waliwo emitendera gye tuyiseemu okuva 1986.
These are, number 1,
emitendera gino gye tuyiseemu gye gino wammanga.
Minimum economic recovery by bringing back some of the 3 C's and 3 T's of the colonial economy that Idi Amin had destroyed. These being coffee, cotton, copper, and tea, tobacco, and tourism. Kanchivunire kino. Kati mwe timunazalibwa ombude bw'abajjajja bamwe bwaffe abaaliwo nga nze, abazungu webaviira wano baali bagamba nti ebyenfuna bya Uganda byali biyimiridde ku magulu 6. Amagulu 3 cha C, amagulu 3 ta T, 3 C's, 3 T's. C's, the C's were coffee, cotton, and copper. Translate Kasolo.
President nga bw'abagambye, kakati ebyenfuna bino byali nga abafuzi baali babyonoonye nga babigabanyiza mu bintu 6, nga ebisatu bitandika na leeta C na nukuta cha: kofi, emwanyi, kotoni
ne copper. Ekikomo
wamu ne pamba
and coffee.
Ne mwanyi.
Then the 3 T's were tea, tobacco, and tourism.
Kakati tea esatu, ta esatu, nga mwemuli taaba, tobacco, ate n'ebyobulambuzi, tourism.
And chai.
N'amajani. Tea.
Now, so this is how the economy was before Amin came in.
Eno embeera ebyenfuna byaffe byalimu nga Amin tannaba kujja.
When Amin came, he destroyed all these except coffee and tea remained limping John.
Amin bwe yajja mu buyinza, ebintu bino byonna bye yasangawo yabyonoona, okuggyako emwanyi n'etaaba.
Bibyasigala biwenyera.
Ebyo bye byasigalawo nga biwenyera nga babikolera ku mutindo omutonotono.
So therefore, when we came, that's what I'm saying. Phase 1 was to restore this small economy of the 3 C's and the 3 T's.
Noekyo Presidenti bwe yakwata obukulembeze bw'eggwanga lino yalina okuzzaawo bino Idi Amin bye yali ayonoonye taaba, emmwanyi ne kopa, ate era ne amajaani, ebyobulambuzi awamu ne taaba.
Then second phase was to expand this small island because these 3 C's and 3 T's were affecting only very few people in the country.
Omutendero gw'okubiri President gwe yaddako kwe kw'okulaba nti agaziya abantu bonna bye basobola okukola, kubanga bino omukaaga byali biyamba abo bantu batono.
It was helping only 9% of the homesteads by 1962.
Ku maka 10 bino byali biyambako bisobola kuganyulwamu amaka 9 gokka mu mwaka gwa 1962.
Amaka 9 ku 10.
Amaka 9 ku 10 ye gali gaganyulwa mu taaba, mu mwanyi, ebyomukaaga.
Kati, so now Amin had destroyed them.
Naye Amini yali amaze okubijja okubisaanyaawo ng'aleseewo taaba ne mwanyi naye nga nabyo bimaze okusereba.
So phase 1 was to bring back whatever we could bring back.
Omutendero gwasooka President ne banne balina okuzzaawo ebyo ebyali bisoboka okutaasaako ku ebyo omukaaga ebyali bisoboka okuddawo.
Second phase was to expand.
Omutendero gw'okubiri kugaziya.
That's why like coffee now we are at 9 million bags. We used to be at 2 million bags.
Kaka kyova olaba nti kakati emmwanyi tuli ku emiliyoni z'ensawo zetuproducinga kati nga Uganda emiliyoni 9 naye nga twali ku miliyoni 2 ez'ensawo.
Tea were at 23 million kilograms 1970. We are now at 160 million.
Kakati g'amajaani twali ku miliyoni 27 miliyoni 23 mu 1970. Kakati tuli ku miliyoni 16.
So that's what I mean by restore but also expand.
Ekyokiba President kyategeeza bw'abagamba nti mukuume muzeewo ate era mugaziye.
Now phase 3 is diversify the economy.
Kakati phase ey'okusatu ate yalina okukyusa n'okugattako ebintu ebirala ebisobola okuyamba enkulaakulana y'ebyenfuna byaffe.
In the colonial times, Ugandans did not know that maize was a cash crop.
Mu biseera by'abafuzi b'amatwale bannayuganda baali tebamanyi nti okulima kasooli nti ekirime kya kasooli nakyo kivaamu ssente.
That fruits are cash crops.
Era nga tibatwalanga kulima bibala nti mulimu ogusobola okuvaamu ssente.
That fish was a cash product.
Nti era n'ebyennyanja nabyo byali bisobola okuvaamu ssente.
That's why there was not a single factory on Lake Victoria for fish processing.
Kyova olaba tewaaliwo factory yonna yali esobola kuteeka mutindo ku byannyanja Lake Victoria.
There was only a small factory on Lake George called Taffmark.
Waaliwo ka factory akatonotono kamu ku Lake George akayitibwanga Taffmark.
They did not know that abalalo abesembabule nti amata gammwe. They did not know that milk is a cash product.
Abalaalo b'Essembabule ne wala yonna lyantonde nawa baali tebamanyi nti amata nago gasobola okuvaamu ssente.
So many bananas,
owamu n'amatooke,
beans,
n'ebijanjaalo nabyo bisobola okuvaamu ssente.
Peas,
ne kawo,
vegetables,
awamu n'enva endiirwa oba n'ebituyita ebivaavava,
flowers,
ebimuli nabyo bisobola okuvaamu ssente.
So we have commercialized all these products.
Nolwekyo bino byonna Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti atugamba nti abifudde ebirime ebisobola okuvaamu ssente era nga bitundibwa nga byattunzi.
You people here in Karangala, you know the palm oil.
Mwe abantu wano abali wano ab'e Karangala mumanyi ekinazi.
So that was phase 3.
Kati eyo phase yali yakusatu oba mutendera ogwokusatu.
Now phase 4 is adding value.
Kwe kussa omutindo oba okugattako omutindo kwebyo ate bye tubanga tukoze oba nga tulimye.
We have been trying to wake you up.
Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti abadde agezaako okutuzuukusa
from selling. The best example would be to sell amabide, to sell beer making bananas without making beer yourself.
Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti abadde agezaako okutuzuukusa tuve mu kutunda ebintu nga tetubigaseeko mutindo. Ekyokulabirako kyabawa abalima embidde muleme okutunda embidde nga temuzikamudde kuzijjamu mwenge.
Temuli kibalo gwe alimya amabidde okugaguza omuntu omulala yaba asogola omubisi yaba akola omwenge ate yaba akola kali akabatira ddala kali akumwongerako.
Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti agambye tekikola makulu era tekiviiramu ddala ssente gwe okulima embidde zo ate n'oziguza oli n'agenda n'azisogolamu omwenge ate ye n'agenda oluusi n'agiramu ddala nakali kawalagi akatera okubatta.
Kati abo bagambye nti oba olimya embidde zisogole ojjemu omwenge okole byonna ebyetaagisa ofune omugaso mu mabidde go.
Ekyo mukiwulidde.
Now that is, if you look at milk, we are adding value the whole way.
Kati bw'otunuulira amata, bw'otandikira ku mata, amata ago okuva ogatandika nga bakagajja mu kibeere ky'ente, Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti abakubiriza okugagattako omutindo mpaka okumalirayo ddala sayiku.
Ab'olutimbi mutulage the product, if you have it, the products of milk, if you have them. Ku lutimbi, kubanga nze ndimusomesa kati.
Abali ku lutimbe oba vidiyo, Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti agambye muteekeko engeri y'amata nga mutulaga biki ebiva mu mata okuva ku bitandikirwako mpaka ku nkomerero.
Oba temulina. I want them to show the products of the milk, if they have them.
Pulezidenti agambye ayagala abantu bano babalage ku lutimbe ebyo byonna ebiva mu mata nga bagongeddeko omutindo.
You get it. When you get it, you will show it to us.
Kale mu kiseera kino bayinza okuba nti beetegese, Pulezidenti abalagidde bakanoonye bakafune, bwe banaakafuna bajja kumutegeeza basobole okukabalaga.
They can also show us the cotton and the products from cotton.
Basobola n'okutulaga pamba n'ebyo byonna ebiva mu pamba.
They can also show us the products from timber, if they have those factories.
Basobola n'okutulaga ebyo ebiva mu mbaawo singa baba balina obutambi obwo.
That is phase 4.
Kati eyo phase ey'okuna ey'okugattako omutindo.
Adding value.
Kugattako omutindo.
Now phase 5.
Kakati omutendero gw'okutaano.
We have entered the knowledge economy.
Kakati omutendera guno gw'okutaano tuzze tuli mu kiseera ekya kompyuta ekya digito.
Ebyenfuna ebiva mu magezi g'abasayansi.
ebyenfuna ebiva mu bakagezimunyu aba computer aba science.
You can see the Chira motors. Show us Chira motors if you have it.
Abali ku ntimbe zino musobola okutulaga ebya Chira motors ne tulaba Chira motors bibakola.
When you get them, show them to us.
Bwe munaaba mwetesitesi bulungi mujja kubitulaga.
The vaccines.
Eddagala erigema endwadde ez'enjawulo.
We have discovered, our scientists have discovered the vaccine against ticks.
Bannasayansi bazudde eddagala erisobola okugema ebisolo ne bitakwatibwa ne bitalumibwa nkwa.
We are going to commission it very soon.
Era ekkolero lino oba eddagala lino oweekitiibwa pulezidenti agenda kulitongoza mu kiseera ekitali kyawala.
This was by NARO, our NARO group.
Okunoonyereza kuno n'okuvumbula kuno kwakolebwa ekitongole kyaffe ekya NARO ekyagriculture.
But also some scientists.
Naye nga beegattidde wamu ne bannasayansi abamu.
No, separately.
Ne bannasayansi abamu nabo bagezezzaako okukola ekintu kyekimu.
Then our people in Busitama University,
kakati n'abantu baffe mu Busitama University
have discovered a medicine which can cure corona.
Nabo bavumbudde eddagala erisobola okuwonya obulwadde buno obwa COVID-19.
Senyiga omukambwe. They can cure influenza.
Era basobola bulungi eddagala eryo lisobola bulungi n'okuwonya senyiga ono ffe gwe twakazaako senyiga w'enkoko.
And also other viruses.
Ate era n'endwadde endala ezireetebwa obuwuka obutalabika butasobola kulaba na maaso go.
There is a group called Kazeire Herbal Medicine. I think these are from Mbarara.
Waliyo ne gurupu eyitibwa Kazeire Herbal Medicine, ndoza be bakola Kazeire eri Mbarara.
They have also discovered something similar.
Nabo bakoze ekintu bavumbudde ekintu kyekimu.
The people who took these medicines recovered 4 days earlier than those who were using other medicines.
Abantu abakozesa eddagala lino baawona ennaku nnya ng'abakozeseza liri ezzungu bo tebannaba kuwona. Mu nnaku nnya buno baali bawonye.
And now some of our friends were playing around with us.
Mikwano gyaffe abamu baali bagezaako okulemesa enteekateeka eno.
We wanted to build a laboratory where you can kill, because traditionally our medicines kill the viruses or the bacteria, what they call in vivo, in the human being.
Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti agambye waliwo abantu abaali bagezaako okugootaanya enteekateeka eno kubanga waliwo abantu baffe abaali bavumbudde okuba nti waliwo obuwuka obusobola okutta endwadde.
Omuntu abantu nibawona naye bali abaweereza eddagala tebakebedde eddagala eryo likola litya. So we needed a lab to do that.
So Oweekitiibwa Pulezidenti agamba kyali kyetaagisa okuteekawo ekkeberero okulaba nti tukutuuka ku kintu ekyo.
What they call in vitro. Osooka n'otta obulwadde mu laboratory mu kacupa mu test tube n'olaba nti obuwuka bufudde, then eddagala n'olutwala mu muntu. You first kill the virus in the lab, then you go and check in the human beings. Now we Africans, because we have been using this medicine. We started the other way around. You kill the disease in the human being, then you go to the laboratory to check how it is killing when the disease is already dead.
President yatugambye nti kyali kyetaagisa okuteekawo laboratory nga obuwuka buno basooka ne babugezeseza mu bulwadde nga buli mu kacupa. Obuwuka ne butta obulwadde buli bwe bumala okubutta ne balyoka babuteeka mu bantu. Obuwuka babuteeka mu bantu ne buba nga busobola okulwanyisa obulwadde. Ffe bannayuganda kyetubaddeko tubadde ate tutta bulwadde okusinga okutta obuwuka. Omala kutta bulwadde ate n'olyoka ogenda mu laboratory bakebere.
Kubanga abantu baffe, our people have been using these drugs without scientific analysis, but they have been working.
Abantu babadde bakozesa eddagala lino erivumbuddwa naye nga abakugu baffe bannasayansi tebalyekennenyeza bulungi nga bw'abagambye kaziire n'ebirala, naye nga libadde likola wadde nga babadde tebannaba kulikakasa bannasayansi bano.
But now we wanted a laboratory to do this.
Naye kati oweekitiibwa President agambye nti twali twetaaga okufuna wetugezeseza eddagala lino oluvannyuma abantu tusobole okubakkiriza.
And some of our friends were playing around with us.
Abantu abamu baali bazanyisa era nga bagezaako okwotaanya enteekateeka eno nga bagezaako okutulemesa oba okulowooza nti tuli serious.
But you people, our children have studied, now they have built their own lab themselves.
Naye bantu mmwe abaana baffe basomye era bafuuse bakugu bannayuganda era kati beezimbidde laboratory eno ku lwabwe bennyini nnyini.
Now what had worked against corona in people has now been tried in the lab and it works perfectly well.
Kakati eddagala libavumbula abantu baffe era ne liwonya abantu baffe abaali balwadde ssennyiga ono omukambwe nga terikebereddwa. Kakati bannasayansi era abakugu balitutte mu kkeberero ne baligezesa era balabidde ddala ng'eddagala lino lya mutindo.
Batuzimbidde ekkeberero.
Era batuzimbidde ekkeberero
abaana abaffe.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Era ngenda kubawa omudaali.
Era abaana baffe President agenda bawa omudaali olw'enkulaakulana eyo gye batuusizaako wano mu Uganda.
N'akasiimo akamatiza.
Era agenda kubasikako naye mu ngalo abawa akasiimo okusiima ogwo omulimu gwe bakoze.
Era bannasayansi bange bonna abavumbudde ebintu ngenda kubawa akasiimo.
Buli munnasayansi alinako kyavumbudde era nekikakasibwa ajja kufuna akasiimo okuva President.
Ngenda kusaba olukusa maama n'emuhoozi n'abaana bakkirize ntunde ku nte zange mbawa akasiimo.
Agenda kusaba maama Janet Museveni awamu ne Jeno Muhoozi n'abaana abalala bamukkirize atundeko ku nte za famire afunemu akasente asobole okuwa abantu bano akasiimo mu mbeera y'okubasiima.
So we must congratulate our people.
So n'olwekyo tuteekeddwa okuyozaayoza abantu baffe.
Our university people and some factories are now manufacturing most of the diagnostics we need.
Abantu baffe abali mu matendekero ag'enjawulo ne mu factories ez'enjawulo bakoze eddagala erisobola okuwonya endwadde ezisinga obungi.
Okukebera.
Bakoze eddagala erisobola okukebera endwadde ezitutawaanya.
We are self-sufficient in sanitizers.
Era
gali amadagala ag'okutta obuwuka ku ngalo, ku meeza, abantu gye batuula ku ntebe.
Eddagala eryo sanitizer gumuwonye obulungi ate era ng'akolebwa mu kantu kali akava mu mbidde. President abagambye likakasiddwa era nga likolera ddala bulungi. Okiba President aba video bali ready.
Aba
video
kale mutulage. Birabika bulungi oba nzizi? Okay, katuule. Balagakinga mwansi biraba. Okay, Kira Motors. Okay.
My name is Engineer Richard Madanda. I'm the Director of Product Development Kira Motors Corporation. We are the Kira Eby'okudhaguza plant, located in the Jinja Industrial and Business Park in the Jinja district. The Kira Eby'okudhaguza plant is on a piece of land of about 100 acres. We are setting up facilities
Katimwa abanabudu muliyano mukwanta senene temmanyi nti abaana bamwe ejinja bakola motoka. Mumukyali ku byansenene byokka. Kale banabalaga. So the face mask, gloves, all are being manufactured here.
Gloves ne mask ezoteka ku mimwa byonna byonna bikolebwa wano. Nawe kiba president ne Masaka eno ku nsenene twavaawo tuli nnyo ku mwanyi era tukwebaza nnyo. Emwanyi ngenda kuzituukako. Yes, Your Excellency.
People have now started manufacturing digital gadgets such as computers, calculators, electricity and water meters.
Kakati abantu baffe wano batandise n'okukola computer,
obuuma bwa kalimagezi,
computer, mita z'amasannyalaze, calculator n'ebirala.
Our people have designed solar-powered water pumps, and we are now at the stage of mass production.
Abantu baffe era bavumbudde era batandise okukola busola obukozesa bupampu obukozesa amaanyi g'enjuba obufukirira, era kaakati president kyaliko kyakulaba nti bafuna obuyambi okusobola okulaba nti babukola mu bungi ddala.
The dye farmer group in Matuga are now at the manufacturing stage of 30 different drugs such as antibiotics etc.
Ekkolero eriri e Matuga erikozesa amata. President atugambye nti kati amata gano bajjamu products ez'enjawulo, ebintu eby'enjawulo bingi mu mata.
They are making 30 different medicines.
Bakolamu eddagala lya bika 30 ebyenjawulo.
Some of them antibiotics.
Erimu eddagala lino lituyambako
Rikolanga penicillin.
Likolanga penicillin.
This is not to forget the work of Chira Motors, whom we have showed you here, that are making electric buses and cars, or to forget the manufacturing of electric motorcycles in the country.
Tetwerabidde abakira motozi abakola emmotoka zino z'abalaze ezikozesa amaanyi ga waya z'amasannyalaze okutambula nga tezikozesa mafuta.
Now, you people of Kyotera, I was flying over.
Kakati bannakyotera mwe abantu bannakyotera bannabuddu president yabadde ali waggulu mu helicopter.
And I landed at some place some kilometers away.
Era agudde mu kifo ekimu kilomita ntono nnyo okuva wano.
You have grown some coffee. I'm happy with that.
Mulimye emmwanyi, mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala okulima emmwanyi bannabuddu, mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala. Era president musanyufu olw'ekyo.
But you don't weed the coffee.
President abagambye emmwanyi azirabe zirimu omuddo, temuyonjezza nnimiro zammwe.
You don't mulch.
Temubika mwanyi zammwe, temubika nnimiro zammwe.
And I would like us to encourage irrigation.
Okiba president agambye nti ayagala okutusikiriza okulaba nti tukozesa okufukirira enkola y'okufukirira ebirime byaffe, emmwanyi zaffe n'ebirala.
If you do that, you will get much more value from this coffee.
Bw'oba ofukirira emmwanyi yo ogenda kungula kinene okusinga oyo atafukirira.
And from the bananas.
Ate ne bw'oba ofukirira ebitooke era ojja kungula kinene.
In Bushenyi, where Dr. Muranga is irrigating,
Ebushenyi oba muwulirayo Dr. Muranga ye ensuku ze azifukirira, president agenda tubulira kyajjamu.
She gets 53 tons per hectare.
Okiba president atugambye nti Dr. Muranga ono ng'afukiridde ensuku ze buli eka ey'ebitooke ajjamu buli hectare ey'ebitooke ajjamu tons 53. Buli tani ebeeramu kilo 1,000. Kati olw'ekyo
the Banyankole nearby are getting only 5 tons from the same area.
Abantu ekyewuunyisa nti Abanyankola ate abaliraanye Dr. Muranga kuba ye ali Bushenyi naye wano Abanyankola batafukirira ate bo bajjamu tani 5 kuva mu hectare.
So okwebako okwo
kakati abo nabo eyo bali mu tulo.
The value addition with coffee, we are moving.
Okugatta omutindo ku mmwanyi kakati ekyo kye tuliko era kigenda mu maaso.
We are supporting a number of groups.
Oweekitiibwa president agambye ali mu kuyamba groups ez'enjawulo ezitadde amaanyi mu kugatta omutindo ku mmwanyi. Era groups zino ziwererako ddala.
Therefore,
n'olwekyo
when we tell you that we are targeting an economy of $500 billion,
president abagambye bw'abanga ekigendererwa kye kyakulaba nti ebyenfuna byaffe bituuka ku biliyoni 500 eza dola
in the next few years,
mu myaka emitono egiddako mu maaso awo.
Take serious note of what we are saying.
Mukitwale nga nsonga nkulu era kitegeeza ekyo kyabagamba.
Temulowooza nti bano basaaga.
Temulowooza nti ali mu kusaaga.
Since we are at Kakuto, I cannot forget to thank the people of the Masaka zone for their support for our liberation in 1972, 1979, 1985-86.
President agambye nga bwali wano e Kakuuto tagenda kwerabira era tayinza butoogera na butasiima ku bantu bonna abagweta Masaka olw'obuyambi bwonna bwe mwawaayo okubayambako kubaali mu kaweefube w'okununula eggwanga lino mu 1972, mu 1979, 1985.
Big and historic battles were fought here.
Entalo ennene nyingi nnyo ez'ebyafaayo ezalwanibwa wano.
I thank you for your support.
Okiba Pulezidenti abeebaza nnyo bannagweta Masaka olw'obuyambi bwonna bumwabakwatirako.
Besides, Kakuto is near the border of the brother country of Tanzania.
Kakati Kakuto ng'oggyeko Kakuto okubeera naye era Kakuto eriraanye border
ne
Tanzania.
Under the leadership of Mwalimu, Tanzania stood with us in 1972, 1979 and 1985.
Nga bali wansi w'obukulembeze bwa Mwalimu Nyerere yayimirira n'amagye gaffe, yayimirira ne struggle mu mwaka gwa 1972, 1979 ne 1985 nga Oweekitiibwa Mwalimu Nyerere ayambako abanoonyezi baffe abatunulula mu mikono gy'abagajambuzi.
Era waliwo enkambi wano zaali za UPC za Obote Kasanje, waliwo ekyawete Kasanje Bigada kirirudawa
kiri Kakuto, Your Excellency.
Bigada ne Kasanje
ne Sanje.
Yes,
Your Excellency.
Birirudawa
biri wano. Yes, Your Excellency.
Okay.
Kakuto.
I salute the memory of Mwalimu and the solidarity of our Tanzanian brothers and sisters.
Oweekitiibwa President asiima nnyo era ajjukira nnyo omwoyo gwa mukadde waffe Nyerere, era asiima nnyo Bannatanzania bonna olw'obuyambi bwonna bwe baawaayo mu liberation struggle mu 1972, 1985.
Waliwo Abahaya abavudde Bukoba. Abahaya
President abamu era be bano abatudde wano bawona Kalemba bano abava ene Kakuto abasinga baziba ne Bishop Sekyewa ali wano ku by'emmwanyi nnyo naye bwe batyo. Yes, Your Excellency.
Finally,
Oweekitiibwa President ng'amaliriza,
I salute the people of Masaka zone.
Oweekitiibwa President asiima nnyo abantu ba Masaka zone.
Nga bwe ngambye mukuluke okuzukuka.
Oweekitiibwa President abagambye mukulike okuva mu tulo ne muva mu nseenene ne mutandika okulima emmwanyi.
Congratulations from waking up from sleep.
Oweekitiibwa President abakulisa era abayozaayoza okuva mu kwebaka mu kulambaala.
The area is moving forward via the commercialization of coffee, palm oil and milk.
Ekitundu kyaffe ekyagweta Masaka kigenda mu maaso nga wansi nga tulima emmwanyi ku sikeere ennene, amata ate era n'ebinazi ekalangala. Ate era Oweekitiibwa President era nga bwe walagira nawa ne Sangobbe era Oweekitiibwa President twatandise okulima ebinazi.
Add irrigation to your efforts and the sky will be the limit.
Agambye ebyo byonna bye mukola mugatteko okufukirira ku birime byammwe, mujja kufunamu ekisingirawo ddala.
In the Katonga flood plain, we can do a lot of fish farming.
Kakati Katonga amazzi ago ge mulaba abantu baffe basobola bulungi okulimiramu ebyennyanja.
This rice I see there, I don't think it's a good idea.
Oweekitiibwa President omuceere gwalabaawo naddala oguli awo mu Lwera alowooza si kirowoozo kirungi.
We shall talk about it.
Oweekitiibwa President ekyo ajja kukyogerako.
I end this short speech
Oweekitiibwa President amaliriza speech eno
by assuring the people of Uganda, as General Moses has assured you, that the UPDF has all the capacity to protect you supported by you, as well as protecting your property.
Oweekitiibwa President abagambye era abakakasa nti nga General Muhoozi CDF w'amagye gaffe nga bw'abakakasizza eggye lya Uganda eggye lyaffe lirina obusobozi okutukuuma n'ebintu byaffe naye nga nammwe era mukolera wamu nabo.
Thanks for all the support you have given the struggle.
Mwebale nnyo byonna bye mwawa struggle yaffe.
Katonda abakuume.
Katonda abakuume.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Naibu Kasolo. Your Excellency, I request to invite you for the book launch, a book entitled The Best Army Does Not Wear Kits.
Oweekitiibwa President, tukusaba otongoze ekitabo.
So I invite Dr. Opio Lawyer, the
ekitabo kino ekyawandiikibwa mutabani waffe Munnayuganda Dr. Opio Oloya.
Your Excellency, the book, I could summarize it this way.
Oweekitiibwa President, ekitabo kino tuyinza kukifunza tuti.
Dr. Oloya says,
Dr. Oloya mu bigambo bye agamba bw'ati.
in July 2018,
nti mu mwezi gw'omusanvu 2018
I spoke to the late General Eli Tumwine about my desire
nayogerako n'omugenzi omulwanyi Eli Tumwine ku kuyayaana kwange
to learn more about the Bush struggle from a historical who was still alive at the time.
Okulaba ng'abaako mu bufunze byampisizaamu ku byafaayo by'abalwanyi abakyali abalamu.
He agreed to tell the story and he made an appointment to meet.
Afande Eli Tumwine yakkiriza emboozi eno yagimviira ku ntono.
Subsequently,
kyaddirira
I reread your book Sowing the Mustard Seed.
wattu nenziramu Oweekitiibwa President n'ensoma akatabo ko
And I met veterans of the struggle. When I sat down to analyze the treasure of information I had gathered, it became apparent that the best way to present the research was a lesson from which all could learn.
Oweekitiibwa President, okuva mu katabo kaako Mustard Seed oba ensigo ya kalidaali, wattu najja mu bingi ebinnyambye okuba nga mpandiika mu kitabo ekyo ky'otongoza.
The 10 lessons of the success of the NRA and the subsequent transformation into the UPDF offers endless possibilities anywhere across the world.
Tujja kubifunza lumu.
The lessons are beneficial to any form of staff-up, a student starting a senior secondary, a young entrepreneur thinking about business, big corporation planning on expansion. All could learn from them. I will not go over all the lessons, but we will mention a few. And Your Excellency, I invite people to access that book. A few copies have been distributed around. They can read for themselves and benefit from Dr. Opio Oloya's collection.
Basebo ne bannyabo ebikulu ku katabo ako ekisinga oyina kukagula n'okasoma kali mu kuyitayo eyo. Baara DC ne baara CC kirasi monita wammwe Dean Mama Justin Mbabazi labanga baara DC batwala katabo ako.
Your Excellency, allow me to congratulate Dr. Opio Oloya for being so keen about the achievements the UPDF and the NRA before it have made. He has been to Somalia to read what we do there. He has written a book about our operations. Now this is another one. Ugandans should take interest.
Oweekitiibwa President Kiriza twebaze Dr. Opio Oloya ku lw'okugoberera entambula ya Uganda n'agendako ne Somalia eyo mu ddwaniro okulaba biki UPDF byekolayo ate nadda n'abituteera mu buwandiike. Mwe bannaffe abatudde wano mukimanyi nti kyatuwandiikibwako Abafirika nti oba olina kyoyagala okutukweka kiteeke mu kitabo. Kale nno okwewala ekyo Dr. Opio Oloya atulengeza biki ebikolebwa era biki ebituli mu maaso gye tulaga okusinziira ku UPDF gye tujje weeri nawa we tulaga.
Congratulations, Dr. Opioloya.
Dr. Opioloya, tukozaayoza okuwandiika si kwangu. Abamu risaaki tulemesa masters ne tuzisomera myaka 10.
Your Excellency, allow me now invite the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancery to present awardees for the medals to be awarded today, according to your approval, sir.
Wekitiibwa President, ate tukkirize tuyite agenda okulungamya engaba y'emidaali ekitundu ekiddako. Bassebo ne bannyabo gye muli bannayuganda, bannakyotera gye muli, bannamasaka gye muli, bannalwenga abatambudde ne bannalwengo gye muli, bannarakayi gye muli abaze ne Honorable Javira Semwanga, bannamubende abatambudde ne Honorable Kabanda gye muli eyo, Greater Masaka NRM Mobilizers gye muli, ate Greater Masaka Tax Drivers ne Operators Association. Kale katulabe emidaali.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, General Retired Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the First Lady, Ma'am Janet Kata Museveni, who doubles as the Minister for Education and Sports, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Major Retired Jessica Rose Alupo Epel, the Vice Chairman of the ruling National Resistance Movement, Right Honorable Alhaj Moses Chigongo, the Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, Honorable Richard Todwong, His Lordship, the Chief Justice Emeritus Stephen Kakuma, Right Honorable Prime Minister Emeritus Chintu Musoke, Honorable Cabinet Ministers and Ministers of State here present, Honorable Members of Parliament here present, Their Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners here present, the Chief of Defense Forces, Uganda People's Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, and his Deputy Lieutenant General Samuel Okiding, Sister Secretaries, Chiefs, General Officers here present, Senior Officers here present, Traditional leaders here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On this auspicious occasion of celebrating the 44th TAREH SITA Day, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda is pleased to recognize deserving citizens of Uganda by award of titles of honor and conduct the presentation of the 41 of them is me, Major General George Igumba, the Master of Ceremonies of the Chancery as per law established. Now, therefore, in accordance with Section 3, Part 2 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001, as amended, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda has approved the award of titles of honor to 41 persons, among whom 4 are female, during this year's 44th TAREH SITA Day anniversary celebrations. The titles of honor are in the categories of the Masaba Star Medal, the Distinguished Order of the Nile, 5th class, the Nalubale Medal, the Honorary Service Medal Police, the Personal Sacrifice Medal, the Meritorious Service Medal, the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold, 30 years plus, the Royal Triangle Medal, and National Independence Diamond Jubilee Medal. The names of the 41 recipients were duly considered by the Presidential Awards Committee, comprising of 9 eminent persons, with Honorable Beatrice Wabudea as the chairperson and Hajat Zamina Malole as secretary, under the aegis of the Minister for the Presidency, Honorable Mili Babidie Babalanda. Award of the Masaba Star Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Masaba Star Medal, which is the 4th highest military decoration, is awarded to Defense Forces personnel under the same circumstances described in the award of the Kabalega Medal, but where the gallantry is not as conspicuous as in the Kabalega Medal. The 4 awardees who have been duly approved are Resistance Officer number 07158, Major General Felix Mutini Kulaije, a male adult from Bukamansimbi District. General Kulaije is the Director of Defense Public Information. He holds a postgraduate diploma in strategic studies, a Master of Arts in Economic Policy and Planning, a Bachelor of Arts in Education, all of Makerere University. He enlisted into the National Resistance Army on 20th July 1989 during the tumultuous period marked by insurgencies in the north, east, West Nile, and cattle rustling in Karamoja. Over the years, he served in various capacities, including but not limited to platoon commander, aide-de-camp, liaison officer, directing staff, director of information, battalion commander, deputy spokesperson, and chief political commissar. In addition to his military roles, Major General Kulaije represented the Uganda People's Defense Forces in the 10th Parliament of Uganda. Next is Resistance Officer number 05625, Brigadier General Cyrus Ebykunda, a male adult from Isingiro District, who was compelled to join the People's Protracted Struggle in September 1985 after pursuing formal education at Makobere, where he earned the East African Certificate of Education, and indeed attaining the East African Advanced Certificate of Education in 1978. He has held several notable positions throughout his career, including Division Commander, RONG, Division Engineer, Project Engineer, General Manager, Rural Industries, Deputy Officer in Charge, and now Joint Staff Engineers, Civil Engineers. Next, Resistance Officer number 01808, Brigadier General Robert Rutainama, male adult from Sembabule District. He joined the liberation struggle on 1st April 84 from Kasambia and Nakaseke District. He attended several military courses, including Officer Cadet, Peacekeeping, Military Police Level 1, and Battery Commander's course at Kalama, among others. Next is Resistance Officer number 07832, Colonel Richard Koni Wakainja, a male adult from Bujiri District. He is the commander of the 14th Combat Engineers Brigade. He enlisted into the Uganda People's Defense Forces on 27th November 1985. Colonel Wakainja's leadership and commitment to engineering solutions in challenging environments have earned him recognition as a pillar of resilience. Award of the Distinguished Order of the Nile Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001, as amended, The title of honor of the Distinguished Order of the Nile, 5th class member, is awarded to a person who excels in productive research, economic development, social or cultural enterprises, while promoting Uganda abroad through artistic, scientific or cultural work, by working in the public service, being a member of a cultural, religious, academic or scientific institution, being a member of the public or private sector, being a traditional leader or community leader, or being a district member of a visiting cultural delegation. The one awardee who has been duly approved is Mr. Twehangane John Kayanja, a male adult from Mukunjiri district. Award of the Nalubale Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Nalubale Medal is awarded to all civilian activists who have contributed towards the political development of Uganda, either through armed struggle or civil disobedience, and otherwise, right from colonial times to date. The two awardees who have been duly approved are Muzei Kasim George Rwaburunga, a male adult from Sembabule district. Mr. Patrick Gumisiriza, a male adult from Mbarara district. Award of the Honorable Service Medal Police. Pursuant to Section 3.3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the honorary medal is awarded to civilians who have shown unwavering support to the Uganda Police Force programs in respect of community policing, donations including land, buildings, and other logistics, thus making police operations easier and improving the welfare of officers. The one awardee who has been duly approved is Mr. Muwonge Vincent, a male adult from Masaka district. Award of the Personal Sacrifice Medal Police. Pursuant to Section 3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Personal Sacrifice Medal is awarded to officers who have been wounded or killed in line of duty. It may be awarded posthumously. The one awardee who has been duly approved is none other than number 59479, Police Constable Tonjaire Eunice, a female adult from Kabale district. Next is award of the Meritorious Service Medal Police. Pursuant to Section 3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Meritorious Service Medal is awarded to police officers for meritorious service, particularly in operations where initiative and meritorious behavior has made vital differences to the success of operations. It is also awarded for acts of endurance and dedication. The two awardees who have been duly approved are number A/1255, Assistant Superintendent of Police Ada Jimmy Francis, a male adult from Arua district. Number 52203, Corporal Tabu CB Jimmy, a male adult from Gulu district. And now the award of the long service with good conduct, gold, 30 years plus police medal. Pursuant to Section 3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the long service with good conduct, gold, 30 years plus, is awarded to officers with long service years with a clean and uninterrupted service to the force. The two awardees who have been duly approved are number O/1937, Commissioner of Police Olwenyi Amos, a male adult from Tororo District. Next is number 1163, Assistant Superintendent of Police Namukombe Justin, a female adult from Jinja District. Now, award of the Luwero Triangle Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the Luwero Triangle Medal is awarded to any persons, military or civilian, who either joined the struggle or operated closely with the armed freedom fighters against dictatorships in Uganda from 1981 to 1986. The four awardees who have been duly approved are Resistance Officer number 00194, Major Vincent Mutebi Katera. May his soul rest in peace. He was from Bende District. Next is Resistance Officer number 00465, Lieutenant Retired Ibrahim Senabulia, a male adult from Kono District. Next is Resistance Officer number 02968, Lieutenant Deo Nsubuga Kizito. May his soul rest in peace. He was from Chotera District. Next is Resistance Officer number 02828, Lieutenant Godfrey Musisi Kakumba. May his soul rest in peace. He was from Kayunga District. Now, the award of the National Independence Diamond Jubilee Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the title of honor of the National Independence Medal Diamond Jubilee is awarded to a person in recognition of outstanding service and loyalty to this country from 9th October 1962 to 9th October 2023, and who has championed and contributed significantly to the struggle for independence, or to a person who has continued to protect the independence of Uganda. And the 24 awardees who have been duly approved are Resistance Officer 08871, Colonel Yusuf Magero Buha, who is a male adult from Toro District. Presently is the Managing Director of Wazalendo Investments Single Member Company Limited. Colonel Yusuf Magero Buha enlisted into the UPDF on 25th June 1999 and commissioned on 3rd August 2001. He has attended several military courses, enhancing his leadership strategic capabilities. Colonel Magero has made significant contribution to both military and financial operations. Next is Resistance Officer number 08906, Colonel Regava James, a male adult from Masaka City. He is now the commander of the UPDF Engineers Brigade. He holds a bachelor's degree in architecture of Jin University, China, and a master's degree Security and Strategic Studies from Makerere University. Next is Resistance Officer number 08928, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Xavier Bakehena, a male adult from Ntungamo District. He enlisted into Uganda People's Defense Forces on 8th November 2001 and completed the officer cadet course at the Jinja Military Academy in 2002. Next is Resistance Officer number 10675, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Lawrence Basaliza, a male adult from Bende District. Next is Resistance Officer number 10685, Lieutenant Colonel Peter Seku Kidemuka, a male adult from Tewo District. He is the second in command of the Uganda People's Defense Forces Engineers Brigade. He joined the Uganda People's Defense Forces on 28 November 1996. Over the years, he has held several appointments demonstrating exceptional leadership and engineering expertise. Next is Resistance Officer number 11709, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Namdongo Chabo, a male adult from Toro District. He is the commanding officer of 163 Construction Battalion. He enlisted into the Uganda People's Defense Forces on 23 February 2008. Next is Resistance Officer number 08334, Major Dr. John Rusoke Tagaswire, a male adult from Chivale District. He enlisted into the UPDF on 27 June 1997. He began his military training at Kasseng Training Wing and continued his education at the then School of Infantry in 1999. He boasts of being the first PhD holder in health sciences / forensic sciences in the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Next is Resistance Officer number 08705, Major Patrick Akoraje, a male adult from Mbarara District. He is the training officer of the Special Forces Group Command and commanding officer of the 154 Marine Battalion. Next is Resistance Officer number 09633, Major Patrick Ambaho, a male adult from Chiruhura District. He is the commanding officer of 3 Field Artillery Regiment, Special Forces Command, who began his formal education at Nshere Primary School. Next is Resistance Officer number 10612, Major Elfaz Maskob Baranta, a male adult from Rakai District. Next is Resistance Officer number 1109, Major Jackson Bamuyaga Tumuheire, a male adult from Tungamo District. Next is Resistance Officer number 12659, Captain Ronald Kulumba, a male adult from Wakiso District. Next is Resistance Officer number 14321, Lieutenant Margaret Nachanzi, a female adult from Kampala District. Next on the list is Resistance Army number 120156, Warrant Officer Class 1 Tumweba Zedeo, a male adult from Kanungu District. Next is Resistance Army number 221291, Corporal Anguchia Loroa Stella, a female adult from Arua District. Next is Bishop Adran Dungu Chivumbi, Bishop Emeritus, may his soul rest in peace, from Rakai District. Next is Kadda number 0612, Mr. Mirego Eddie, a male adult from Rakai District. Number M/1884, Inspector of Police Malav Peter, a male adult from Jinja District. Mr. Vincent Oluka, Senior Assistant Superintendent of Prisons, a male adult from Soroti District. Mr. Charles Moses Ireget, Principal Officer 1, a male adult from Kumi District. Mr. Stephen Oluka Onanyang, Principal Officer 1, male adult from Kumi District. Mr. Bombiria Fred, Principal Officer 2, male adult from Nakasongola District. Number 6614, Chief Warder Grade 2, Ochamali Isaac, male adult from Zombo District. And the very last on my list, Your Excellency, is none other than Mr. Adam Muhammad Agada, a male adult from Wakiso District. Your Excellency, that marks the end of my presentation. I thank you for your kind attention and indeed patience for God and my country.
Thank you very much, Major General George Igumba. Your Excellency, I would like to thank you for the medal. I indeed feel elated and actually my children are in attendance. They are here to witness that decoration. Sir,
nga omwagazi w'amaka n'ekitiibwa kyago afande Craige omugole yeebazizza nnyo ow'ekitiibwa President olw'omudaali gwafunye era n'amutegeeza nti mazima n'abaana bange taata weebali wano abazadde abali wano mwali mwebazizzaako olw'ekyo.
Your Excellency, that marks the end of this year's TAREH SITA celebrations.
Era ssebo ow'ekitiibwa President okwo kwe kukomekkereza kw'emikolo egya TAREH SITA egy'omwaka guno.
May I have your permission to request for the anthems?
Tusaba okkirize tuyimbe ennyimba eziggalawo. Era tusaba buli kinoomu oyimirire w'oli.
We thank you, Your Excellency. We thank you, Your Excellency Vice President.
Tukwebazizza ow'ekitiibwa President. Tukwebazizza Maama omumyuka wa President.
We thank you all distinguished guests for joining us on this 44th anniversary of TAREH SITA.
Na mwenna abazze ku mukolo guno ogw'emirundi 44 nga tujaguza amazaalibwa g'eggye lino erya UPDF.
Banabuddu ne bannakooki mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala.
Abatulabira ku kanoni Gastalule Ntake mu mutwebalize ku lwa faamu gye yatuwadde ne tugisaawa yonna okukoleramu emirimu egy'emukolo guno. Mukyala Teddy Nalu ow'ekifo kino ate ne Haji Kajula weebale nnyo, weebalire ddala omulimu ogw'ettendo gw'okoze. Twagala okwebaza bannaffe aba Buddululo Coffee Growers Traders and Processors Association Mukulusuno Augustine Ssentebe batwebalize nnyo.
Katuteteegamyemu empeereza eno tuve ku bye tukutuusaako. Enoni Baba TV obusoga bulayire.
omuzadde ng'oyagaliza omwana w'ebirungi mpa amatuugo nkutegeeza essomero erigendo bimutuusaako Legacy Secondary School Kiwawo Malangala mu Mityana District ly'essomero erisinga okuyisa abaana kati emyaka 10 litwala badde ne boarding o ne A-level basomesa arts ne sciences ate ku school fees ezisoboka abaana abagezi babawa bursaries litumbula ebitone lirina ne UNEB center number ku o ne A-level gwe jangu ku ssomero kati owandiise omwana wo oba bakubire ku 0772 05 ne ku 0705 65 25 asomedde ku Legacy Secondary School Kiwawo teyejjusa.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Chalenga bamunyamunanga mulimu ebirabo mulimu okuwangula emmotoka mulimu okuwangula pikipiki osobola okuwangula amasimu n'ebirala ebirala bingi nnyo kwata kakubuzeewo nywa chalenga bonga na chalenga
nga sinna wangula
mukasannikiramu emuli ekirabo
nange nafe mutuwe ku chalenga
genda ku dduuka
bapewo ka chalenga
oyo senga wangi
fe twawangudde emmotoka mu chalenga
kyambaga